You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Welcome back to the show. We're live on the podcast broadcast. Mari and I holding it down. I see Lindsay's on her way to the airport. So good morning and happy lurking. And good morning, everybody who's joining us, whether you're live or you're watching the playback on YouTube or wherever you watch the show, which, that our community is growing on there. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. We're going to have a fun show for you today, Mari and I. There's lots of things that we covered, but I don't know if you heard this phone conversation that I had this morning. There was a girl named CeCe who called in. Did you hear that? Okay, so Mari comes in at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays, and around 6:30, CeCe gave me a call, and she's like, Beef, am I crazy? Or do I have a right to be this insane? And the stipulation and what she proposed to me and what she told me was pretty mind-blowing. So I'm going to start off the show with playing back that call for you right now. Okay. And then I'll let you weigh in on it as well because it's pretty crazy. So this happened earlier this morning with CeCe. Check this out. Phone call here. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Hey, Beef. This is CeCe.
What's up, CeCe?
I need your help. I'm not sure if I'm overreacting or if I'm justified because I'm really frustrated in my situation right now.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your situation?
So I've been with my boyfriend for 7 years. Okay.
Congrats.
You'd think like after 7 years, like you'd be someone's go-to for anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm filling out some documents for my boyfriend, some paperwork, some medical paperwork, and come to find out, his emergency contact is still his ex-girlfriend.
Whoa. So, okay. His emergency contact is his ex-girlfriend, but you've been with him for 7 years?
7 years. And okay, so that's not even the part that makes me the maddest. Because
okay.
I was like, maybe he just overlooked it. Maybe he didn't realize she was still on it.
Right.
But when I asked him about it, I assumed he would be like, oh, I didn't even realize, let's fix that. No. His response to me was, well, she was with me for longer and she knew me when I was younger and she knows me better. Like, she's going to know the Social Security and all this other stuff better. Excuse me? We've been together for 7 years. Yeah. I don't think you're acting like the crazy girlfriend in this situation, but let me ask you a question. Let me play devil's advocate if I can, CeCe. Is your boyfriend like an orphan? Does he not have parents? No. He has a mom and a dad.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like they would know his medical history a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that they could have come before the ex-girlfriend that, as far as I know, they've been non-contact for the last, at least 5 years. So Now I'm kind of worried about that too.
I don't know. You've been with him 7 years. So at this point, is he open for you to be the emergency contact, or is he arguing with you saying, no, my ex still needs to be this person?
Well, I guess we didn't even get that far into the conversation because I was so furious. But
yeah.
But he should have just started with that.
Yeah. Okay.
He went straight to, well, she probably knows this stuff better than you.
Yeah, he effed up there for sure. But so you weren't crazy in your initial reaction, and maybe he was defensive. But yeah, I feel like obviously he's got to be like, okay, I feel like you know me well enough potentially to be my emergency contact. That's a big step, even though it's your boyfriend of 7 years. Are you guys engaged, or are you going to plan to get married or anything?
Well, I thought that's where you're headed, but I don't know. 7 years, and I'm still don't know him well enough. Sorry, don't know him well enough to be his emergency contact. So who freaking knows?
Who's your emergency contact?
It's him.
Oh, really? Well,
but, maybe that'll be changing soon too.
Oh no. Well, I could be your emergency contact, but yeah, women are more responsible than men, just in general, and guys kind of we're old dog. It's hard to teach us new tricks, So if that's the information he got used to putting in, So again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I know how lazy man thinks. So I'm hoping that's just the case. Maybe he's just being lazy, being like, yeah, she knows. You think the ex would even want that call? At this point, 7 years after the fact, and he's been in a completely different relationship. You think she would want a phone call from the hospital, being like, "Why are you calling me? Call his girlfriend."
Yeah, I'd really hope that would be her reaction. But like the fact that his response was, well, she probably knows this stuff better than you. I don't know. I feel like it's setting off all these alarms in my head.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, well, what else does she know better? She knows all those little buttons that he likes. All right, no. I'm sorry. I'm adding fuel to the fire. You are not crazy, CeCe. I think that's a valid reaction, and I'm sure that he'll smarten up here eventually. I hope, because it seems like he got caught, and it's just like, oh, I should have updated that. I'll tell you what. I got a scenario where I, had my Wi-Fi password kind of like my name and my ex-girlfriend's name, and I was just too lazy to change it. And then like 2 years later, I'm dating someone else, and then they asked me for my Wi-Fi password, and I had to be like, and then be like, it's beef love so-and-so. It was not cool. So that's just an example of
how did you like respond to her though when she asked you for it and you had to tell her that?
Well, I mean, I had to own up and be like, yeah, I'm an idiot, and just didn't get around to changing my password, And I feel like, I could put myself in your boyfriend's shoes, and with the exception of him getting defensive and being like, she knows me, that was a bad move. But just be like, yeah, I was too lazy. I just, that's always been the emergency contact. So it's like what you remember and you put down real quickly, because nobody, enjoys filling that stuff out anyways. They just want to get through it,
Oh, absolutely. And like, if that had been his reaction though, like I wouldn't have been so upset.
No, I know he's not as cool as I am. Well, yeah. So that's why you're not crazy. You're reacting appropriately for sure. And I hope that helps. And I'm sure he'll fix it. Okay. I got Mari here with me, and all right, before we get into the game with Patrick and was it David earlier today, welcome everybody on the podcast broadcast. I got Justin Spears and Andrew hanging out with us as well. And what I did was, before we get on, we'll talk about St. Patrick's Day stuff. But I want to say what I did with it was like a St. Patrick's Day prank of sorts. I'll just BSing with Mari, and for whatever reason, Justin Spears' balls came into play. And so, like 1 minute before they were about to go on air, I went in and I asked the question. What was the question I asked there, Justin?
Does your lady suck your balls?
Yes, yeah, just try. And just say this. It's like literally they're counting down the clock, getting ready to go live, And of course he's flabbergasted and stunned. And then I was like, I'll take that as a no. And then on my way out, I'm yelling, I told you, Mari, doesn't happen. Now, that wasn't necessarily our conversation and stuff, but this is a good way just for me to remind you that radio is supposed to be fun.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, and did you have a good show after that? Or were you just fixated on that?
It was a great show.
Yeah, you were talking about the NBA and ball handling and everything. Who has the best ball handling skills in the NBA? Justin Spears.
Kyrie Irving.
There you go. See, he knows how to handle his balls almost better than, or way better than Justin's girl. No, okay, that's enough. Rock on 2.1 Camp May. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here on the podcast broadcast are good friends Andrew and Justin Spears from ESPN Radio. And happy St. Patrick's Day, boys.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Yeah, now you have green on, Justin, with October's very own. What does that even mean?
This is Drake's brand, OVO, October's very own. So
That's
this
what it stands for?
Yeah.
The owl?
Yeah. So this is the only really green shirt that I have.
Okay.
Greenish. So.
And of course, it's a Drake shirt. Yeah, which, disappoints Andrew for sure. Do you have any green on? No.
I genuinely don't know.
Yeah. Didn't even ask.
Maybe in the boxers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to really get in there.
Mari's still looking for tattoos and stuff.
I have a green. I do have it.
Yeah, there's a gray tattoo that's
There's
gone green
right there.
count.
I have green on. I do.
Just because you're tattooed.
Yes.
And
Forever.
and I had you pinch yourself for no reason, and I apologize. Well, as you guys know, it is St. Patrick's Day, and that means there's going to be festivities around the old Pueblo. Mari put together a list, so if you guys are in the mood for corned beef and cabbage,
always,
or green beer, or bagpipes or
Always.
any of that. Is there a go-to place that you usually go to on St. Patrick's Day?
My fridge.
Yeah.
You make corned beef and hash?
Sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you Irish by nature?
I actually am a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I thought you'd be Scottish. You kind of look like a guy who's like, you would wear a kilt but be super hairy about it. You know what I mean? And, do like Celtic game stuff,
It would be on brand.
drinking mead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
Out
me
of a
some
horn.
mead. I
yeah.
have a drinking horn. So
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm not wrong about any of this
No,
stuff.
no,
yeah.
100%
You're
spot
like,
on.
stop describing me to
Yeah,
a T.
dude, get out of my bedroom.
All right, yeah. So what are some places around town here, Mari, that we could go to get our Irish on?
Okay, there's so many places to get corned beef at.
Okay.
First of all, which is delicious. Kingfisher,
Hell yeah.
Casino del Sol is doing a whole thing.
Well, Kingfisher, are they doing any specials or anything?
Tons of specials. They've got like special cupcakes. They've got drink specials. They've got corned beef and hash. Like they've got it all.
Okay, nice. What time does Kingfisher's open? Do you
I
know?
think it's from 11 to 9 p.m. You can get food specials there all day.
Damn, I might have to go to Kingfisher.
I know, you can go for lunch.
Great. They're
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Okay. Casino del Sol's doing what?
They're doing a whole luck of the Irish thing, 50% off electronic packs with Naughty Neighbor. Not sure what that means, but you can enjoy Shepherd's taco pie, Rubinish at Moby's. Yeah.
You don't know what Naughty Neighbor is? I feel like it's an electronic pack from Naughty Neighbor. I feel like I don't know exactly what it is, but I have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Wait, but at Casino del Sol, they're just gonna
21 and up.
ah.
I mean, come on. It's a casino.
Well,
Yeah, game hard and do other things harder.
Yep.
Right?
I don't know what it is, but it probably moves pretty fast.
Yeah, exactly.
but the steakhouse, they also have your corned beef and all that stuff.
Okay, that's a Casino del Sol. Where else is doing festivities for St. Patrick's Day?
Okay, you can go to the landing at 5 p.m. You can see some bagpipes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you want to see
Yeah.
some bagpipes?
Hell yeah. I like the landing, dude. Right there on Oro Valley.
Mhm.
They got a great spot. You know what? The thing about landing that we don't talk about enough is that they have a speakeasy tiki bar connected to the landing. A lot of people don't know about this, right? I mean, they've done a pretty good job on social media and stuff, but yeah, like it's behind there. It's kind of like you go behind the landing and then there's a secret door and you walk in there, full blown tiki bar,
Ooh.
speakeasy. So if you're talking like date night and stuff, if you're trying to get some things accomplished, you know what I'm saying, Spears?
Hell yeah.
Speakeasy tiki bar.
Okay. I like it.
There's
Yeah.
a wink.
Wait, why
Right.
the wink?
Well, I'll explain on the stream.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So it's a callback to what we started with on the podcast.
Oh, God.
Keep
Okay,
going.
I get it. There's a festival too at Mountain View. There's going to be the shanties are going to be playing Irish food again, corned beef, cabbage, drink specials, green beer, games and contests. So that seems kind of cool.
Mountain View, there's an actual festival, huh?
Yeah, Mountain View.
Okay.
Mountain View
nice.
High School?
That's what I was a little
I don't know
unsure
if it's the
about.
high
It says
school.
Mountain
Okay.
View.
No, I don't think they're serving beer at a high
I was going to
school.
say.
Unless it's like a Catholic school, that ain't happening, right?
They do it with a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Gaslight Music Hall, which is on Oracle. It's
Okay.
not the one that's over east. Nancy McCallion and friends. They're going to have a big St. Patrick's Day party.
Okay, nice.
So that sounds fun. That's at 6 p.m. tonight. And the discounts for kids if you want to take your kids because it's spring break.
Yeah, I mean, I that triggers me. Keep your kids away from the drunks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what about live music though?
Yeah, no, you have enjoy live music on a lot of different days. Keep kids away from the drunks.
Okay, this one I'm really excited about. The Whole Slice Pie is going to have a shepherd's pie for today.
Right.
With
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I wonder what that entails, but I'm intrigued.
Right. I got a random comment on the stream real quick. Everyone has a podcast. Everyone has a podcast. I get paid for mine though, so thanks for tuning in. Continue.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of places serving corned beef and hash. You can also make sure to go to Tucson Foodie's site, tucsonfoodie.com, and they list it all out. All these green drinks, There's Uncorked is going to be having corned beef on fries.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay. Nice.
I thought that was pretty unique.
Yeah. Well, potato and corned beef. That makes sense. Is that racist at any point?
Why?
I don't know. Potato seems kind of like a stereotypical Irish food, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think corned
I'm
beef on-
offended.
Yeah. See, he's got to be Irish.
They did have that famine.
It's Justin McSpears here. I mean, just because you're ginger, does that automatically make you like indoctrinated into the Irish culture? I mean,
Absolutely.
are you Irish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grew up in an Irish Catholic family.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, dude.
Do you celebrate?
We were hella Irish. No.
What would you do to celebrate being in an Irish Catholic family?
There's that big
besides
St.
going to-
Patrick's Day parade. My Irish friends would go every year. It's canceled this year because the park's under construction, but like that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we celebrate by drinking beer.
Oh, okay. Green
Amen,
beer.
brother.
Green
Yes,
beer.
absolutely. And shots, Guinness for sure. And then green beer. Be
Proper
careful-
12.
Yeah, proper 12. Oh, you doing a McGregor whiskey.
Mhm.
You know, I'm glad you said that. Let's pivot here. Thank you for the rundown
You're welcome.
on everything. But you know the term casual, right? When it comes to sports and fans, there's casual fans and then there's the hardcore fans. But they announced yesterday a huge addition to a very casual card that's going to be a mega fight on Netflix. Now, we talked about Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. But they also announced that there's a third fight just added to that Netflix bill. It's going to be Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry.
Ooh.
Mike Perry, the king
Damn.
of violence, the BF, the bare knuckle fighting champion, versus Nate Diaz. Both of them haven't fought in the octagon in years, but they have name value, right?
Absolutely.
This is huge. Now, the internet reacted in two ways. One, of excitement, being like, hell yeah. And then two, having the snobs being like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you're just getting big names. And it's like, yeah, it's Netflix, dummy. They want big names. They want to do huge events. And the big business of celebrity boxing, which is booming at this point, everyone's doing a celebrity boxing type of spinoff. I mean, even streamers are in on the game with literally D- celebrities just beating the crap out of each other, right?
Yep.
But this added to the card makes me want to watch this even more so. And I love the fact that it's a super fight, right? Like, for you think on that, like, is that a good thing or bad thing for UFC or MMA in general?
Well, I think it's good because, like you said, it's on Netflix. So you want to have a name like Nate Diaz. When you think about some of the best fighters in recent years, Nate Diaz is one of them. I think, is this his first fight in 4 years?
Since 2022, first MMA fight. Now, Nate Diaz, it could be argued, like not necessarily maybe the best overall. I mean, he's great technical skill, but his win-loss record, is nothing to like necessarily brag about. He has more wins than losses, but he never was really dominant. It's his personality of the Stockton gangster vibe, of that. And he is exciting to watch because he scraps. There's just no way around it. You know, when Nate Diaz is going to hop into an octagon, he's going to bleed profusely.
But
and he's going to talk smack the entire time.
Absolutely. But like you said, Beef, like for the casual fans, I consider myself a casual UFC fan.
Right.
Like, is there a fight this weekend? I have no idea.
There's always a fight this
Right?
weekend. When it comes to MMA, it's either fight night, or for UFC, it's either fight night or they have a pay-per-view, but it's not pay-per-view now because it's Paramount. It's the whole thing. And you're right. And their popular fighters aren't getting booked anymore because they want more money, or they're getting injured, or they're just retiring. So, the fact that Jake Paul is coming in and jacking up all the big names and then being like, come over here and fight for a couple $1 million, changing the game.
Gotta get those 65-year-old fighters, man.
Yeah, I watch a 65-year-old beat the crap out of each other. You seen an old man fight before?
I was
Like
talking
in
about Jake
person?
Paul.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he will. Have you ever seen like senior citizens fight? No, they go at it, dude.
Yeah.
So
What do they got to lose?
exactly nothing. So I mean, do you know the name Nate Diaz, Mari?
Yes, I do.
See, that just proves my point altogether because the UFC, as much as they want to be like, this is the real league and where the real competition is, at the end of the day, name value and draw matters more than all of that. And I think Netflix knows that. So they're like, yeah, guess what? We're not going to do belts. We're not going to do divisions. We're not going to do rankings. We're going to take celebrities or legends, pay them a buttload of money, and have them beat the crap out of each other live on Netflix for subscribers for free.
And we know you're going to watch it.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
You kidding me? I got Netflix.
Sounds like a dystopian movie.
I know.
Yeah, this future. So, I mean, it already dwarfed the White House lineup card. So, it's big moves happening in MMA. All right, so that was a little bit of both St. Patrick's Day festivities and MMA talk. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear. All right.
Wait, the White House that's established?
Yeah, the White House card was established. The UFC was been promising for over a year that they were going to do something really big for President Trump's birthday. It's called Freedom 250. I know the president wanted to have the UFC on the front lawn of the White House. This is very idiocracy. We all know that. And then it's weird too, because Joe Rogan is publicly concerned about the entire event. He's going to have to call it, and he knows he has to be there. And he's like, fuck, I don't want to be there because we just started a war. And this is such a high profile event, so close to this war that we just started against the regime, who is literally has suicide bombers like galore, that it just makes that place just such a mark, like they could do some very devastating historic damage on that day. And Joe Rogan is publicly, stating his concern about it. And he's like, I know there's going to be tons of security, right? Obviously there's going to be tons of security, but it's weird because you can't offer that much security when you have 5,000 people that are going to be on the lawn of the White House, right? So 5,000 people, that's already like a lot of security that you have to handle. And of course the president, there'll be flyovers. And then across the street in the park, they're giving out, I think, like 80,000 tickets across the street just for viewing. Yes.
Damn.
And they're doing it for free.
Oh.
Which again kind of seems problematic. Like, okay, now you're basically taking a situation where you need to have like a close eye on it, and you're expanding it even more so to make it even more kind of like responsibility of what you have to kind of overlook and have like security for. It's overwhelming. It's concerning. And then with that, you're advertising like, hey, everybody that's in power is going to be right here, one night only, live on Paramount. You can watch from your cave. You can give orders from anywhere if you have Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem, obviously, in a war, and if there wasn't a war, it obviously would feel a little safer. So when Joe Rogan is publicly stating his concern, you're like, yeah, that seems about right. That checks out.
Yeah.
Considering that we have enemies, and not only do we have enemies in the world, we've always had enemies in the world, and we'll continue to have enemies in the world. But when you've been poking the bear, and then you're saying, oh yeah, while I'm poking the bear, I'm throwing a barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you where it is, when I'm going to be there, what I'm going to be wearing, but you're not invited. Yeah.
Don't show up.
Yeah. But don't show up. And if we know anything about bears, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want. In fact, actually, I got an example of that. Attention here to the TV screen. Right. I got a news story that went viral here from KTLA just yesterday. And this is a situation they were reporting on a bear who was terrorizing a neighborhood. And they didn't realize that the bear would actually show up and make a cameo in said news report. And it went like this. Check it out.
Good morning. I'm Erin Myers in Monrovia. A bear attacked a woman walking her dog in this neighborhood, and now they're trying to determine if it is the same bear that lives underneath the house here behind me. All those details coming up.
Look at the concern.
And yes, we all see that bear off to the right side. We'll get back with Erin in just a moment. We all know California.
I see it now.
Okay, let's go back to Erin Myers. We're going back now. Erin, what are you seeing out there? And be careful, please.
Hi, you guys. You can see the bear actually walking into the trap, or nope, it was going to, but now it's walking out. We're going to step back a little bit. We're told by the man who lives here that this bear has been here for several months, and they do believe it has a baby that's also living in the house. So it's walking out this way. We may get back in the car depending on what it does, but right now you can see it here in the driveway. They say he usually or she usually comes out a couple times a day and just hangs out in this neighborhood a lot. And you can see her right there going onto the grass. And they don't know, I do want to say they don't know if this was the bear that attacked the person walking. That woman did have her dog with her. The bear swiped her leg, we're told. She's going to be okay. But this is like around the 700 block of Oak Glade Drive. And once again, this bear had been here for some time. Residents say they have seen it for quite a while. And you do see Fish and Wildlife here too. They are out.
There's the Fish and Wildlife right there. You got to love breaking news of the bear, right? They're just like, I'm not getting out of the car. We see the bear, but yeah, all right. They're trying. What they did was they set up a trap for the bear, just hoping that the bear would walk into the trap and trap itself. The bear checked it out on live TV and was like, nah, I'm just going to keep going.
This is the worst trap I've ever seen.
Yes, dude. And then they just watch the bear casually
tells
walk
us
away.
he has his dog here too. He doesn't let his dog in the backyard right now because of the bear. Oh, there we go. It's running into the yard because the car is coming. You can see it going up that way. But there are quite a few bears in this neighborhood, people say. And we have seen.
Yeah. A lot of them are named Gary, though. So, it's not all just animal bears. But yeah, there you go. Just a live news report on the bear. And then, oh, shit. It's like, it's.
I appreciate that they're like, it's under this house. Like, it lives there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. and the person knew that for years.
I don't let my dog in the back, but yeah, there's a bear under the house.
Yeah. I let the dog go to the bathroom outside on the neighbor's lawn. I don't pick it up because if I scoop down and pick it up, that's when the bear could attack. Yeah. So I got to be vigilant at all times. And yes. And she had no idea too. So just imagine if it was worst case scenario. And she's like, yeah, I'm here. We're here to cover reports of a bear seen in the activity and attacking random people. All of a sudden, no, God. It's like Cocaine Bear just tackles her from the side.
Cocaine Bear.
Yes, it could happen. It very much could happen. All right, did you guys watch the Oscars the other night?
I did.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Watched a little bit.
Yeah,
Did you see Sinners?
I did see Sinners. Great movie.
It was
one battle
great.
after another?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
one
good
of
too?
Leo's best roles, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I agree because of the role, but I disagree because of the performance. I just think Leonardo DiCaprio just played Leonardo DiCaprio, but Stoner DiCaprio, which I think is a very accurate DiCaprio. I think in real life, I think he's more like Stoner DiCaprio most of the time. And I think he knew that Mexican whistle for a while. I think he was into big booty Latinas before it was fashionable,
But yeah.
Wait,
Not older than 25.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen these movies.
You have to see it. Well, here's basically some recaps of the Oscar fallout of what happened. So one thing that happened was Sean Penn won Best Supporting Actor, right? But he wasn't there to claim the award. And a lot of people are like, look at this diva. He's not going to accept an Oscar because it's just Best Supporting Oscar. And he'll only show up to the Oscars when it's like Best Actor, right? He doesn't show up for, secondary awards based off his performance. That wasn't the case at all, actually. He was not in attendance because he was in Ukraine hanging out with President Zelensky. You heard about this?
Yes, I saw the photo of him.
Yeah. He's like, sorry, I couldn't accept this little Oscar, your little awards and accolades. I'm here trying to stop a war and fight against Putin. You're like, fuck, I was making fun of you so much, dude. My bad. Let's see. People are blaming celebrities for leaving the Dolby Theater trashed.
Yeah, did you see that snack pack?
Yeah,
Snack pack.
Oh, they got snack packs. It just had a bag of popcorn.
Was there a spoon next to it?
No, just the fancy water.
Good man.
And Swedish fish.
That's all they had?
That's all they had in it.
And
a note from Conan O'Brien saying like, this would cost you $45 at a movie theater.
Okay, nice.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I mean, I'd eat it, right? I'd eat water and candy and popcorn.
Look, here's the reality of this. Here's the picture. That's a normal theater. If you...
Oh.
I mean...
Come on.
It's not that bad. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Figure Presents. We're looking at the picture of the Dolby Theater from the Oscars after all the celebrities left, and it was trash. And people are offended by this. I mean, Justin, you're offended by this.
Yeah, man. I mean, it looks like a sporting event.
Yeah.
And like you see stuff like that at a sporting event, but I have always been taught when you leave a movie theater, you take your trash with you. There's
Agreed.
a trash can right at the door.
Yes.
Listen, I know that there's people that get paid to clean this up, but make their job so much easier. You can't pick up every little piece of popcorn piece that you spilled on the floor, right? They need to come in and sweep it up. But if you got a bag, you got your cups and everything, put it all in the bag, throw it out on the way out.
Yes.
And save that
I don't know why
person
we're
some time.
surprised, though. Is it just because they're celebrities? They're not gods.
No, in fact, actually, celebrities are just like us.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
cleaning
what I'm
up
saying.
after my stuff,
Wait,
too.
you don't clean up after yourself?
I mean, they got people to do that. There's a
in
job
a
for
movie,
that.
do you not clean up your drinks and your popcorn bags?
Depends on what movie.
I'm judging.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Mark.
It depends on what movie.
Yeah.
Wait,
if the movie sucks, you clean it up.
Wait, what?
If the movie's good, I'll throw away my trash. That's how it works.
No.
Don't rip me off.
Damn
all
you,
right?
Tarantino.
Look,
I'm going to take it out on this 16-year-old who just got this job to pay a cell phone bill.
Happy
One thing I want to point out on this picture that, went viral and got people all upset. This is the upper deck of the theater, right? So this is not, this wasn't DiCaprio's seats or anyone else. This is literally like the sound engineers and stuff like that. So you could blame the working class of Hollywood for leaving their trash behind, not the elite. Emma Stone didn't do this. I'm sure Emma Stone, after the Oscars, was walking around picking up everyone's trash, be like, oh, there's a little bit here, and had a little bag just to do her due diligence. But but the rest, yes, if I'm at, say, like a concert or anything, even at the TCC, and I apologize, TCC, because I work with a lot of them, and but like if some stuff gets dropped, then it's forgotten.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. You're a monster.
They literally have all the utilities to sweep it up and clean it. That's what they do.
No. You have a bag. You put your trash in the bag. You dump it, just like Justin said, in the trash can that's on your way out. It's on your way. It's not like it's super far across the theater.
We'll agree to disagree. It's super far. All right. Other Oscar fallout here. Tiana Taylor had some words with a member of the Oscar security team after he allegedly shoved her. Yes. And you don't want to mess with her. She was the badass in one battle after another. And honestly, has captured everybody's kind of like hearts in a way. Or it was crushes because she's, super fire. But yeah, so she was shoved at one point. They apologized. I know. It was bad. Well, I mean, the security's lucky that she didn't, full out take him out. Yes. And then Timothy Chalamet told his sister to go easy on his girlfriend, Kylie Jenner, when they greeted each other.
Really?
That's what lip reading experts claim. Ooh. So if that was the first time that Timothy Chalamet's sister met Kylie Jenner was at the Oscars, that's weird timing.
Very weird.
Yeah, it's like you could have linked up before that.
Yeah. Family barbecue, family gathering, something.
Christmas.
I don't know. Yeah.
Something. Now, it was a Chalamet bashing night. Do you see that? Did you feel for Timothy Chalamet or no?
My guy, man. Marty Supreme is such a good movie.
Is it?
I enjoyed Marty Supreme.
I know. And it was all because he talked smack about opera and ballet.
You think?
No, we know. I mean, it's pretty much, it was almost rubbed into the point where they had a ballet dancer come out during the musical performance for Sinners for no reason whatsoever.
They did.
Ballet wasn't associated with Sinners at all.
What are you talking about? There was hella ballet in that movie.
Was there hella ballet in Sinners?
No.
Okay. Thank you. So, and going into the Oscars, Timothy Chalamet was the odds-on favorite to win Best Actor. He was winning all the awards. And then he said that and offended the blue hairs so much that they're like, your career is over. And he's like, what? And that was before he showed up looking, like a whiter Michael Jackson in a way.
He had a lot of rings on.
He had a lot of rings. The outfit was, I would have canceled him based off his outfit, but he was canceled pre-outfit selection.
The Kardashian curse.
Look at the 2003 NBA draft and tell me Timothée Chalamet doesn't have the LeBron James outfit.
Oh, okay.
The all white baggy suit, and even all the other players that were in the 2003 draft, baggy was in, right?
Yeah.
The early 2000s. These guys have so much fabric on. And when I saw Timothée Chalamet, I was like, he looks like LeBron in the 03 NBA draft.
That was his inspo.
All white,
all right,
everything.
You know what? I'll pull that up. We'll pull that up so we can see it on a podcast broadcast. We got more, including a game that we're going to play to give away Pussifer tickets right after White Zombie. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We have Pussifer tickets. You try to win those. They won't give them to you.
No.
Yeah, but it would be nice if we did. LeBron 2003 draft.
Getting a shot here, Justin.
Draft suit. Oh my God, it's number 2. Okay, so this is the picture that he's referring to here. Where'd he go here?
It's so great.
This guy.
Oh, accurate. So spot on.
Timothée Chalamet.
That is him. That was his inspiration.
Right.
Just missing a hat.
Yeah. Well, he should have wore a hat, actually. It was a good day to wear a hat because I wasn't digging the hair, but that's Chalamet. I'm sure he'll bounce back. But you think the Kardashian curse is getting him?
Well, yeah. Dune, the Dune picture of him was released, though. I love the Dune series, so I'm excited about that. But I don't know. It's like his persona has like shifted since dating Kylie, it seems. Like he was kind of like cool. There's like Club Chalamet, and like the Club Chalamet people are dropping him now based on his like tude.
I think that's public perception. I really do, but we'll see. I mean, you may be onto something because, the Kardashians' track record is pretty impressive in destroying men and their souls and their psyches.
Yes.
But there's got to be somebody to buck that trend, right?
Do you think it's Timothy?
That's why they keep going in.
Or do you think the NASCAR driver is dating Kim now, though?
Oh,
Is it
Lewis
that
Hamilton, the F1 guy.
I think Hamilton could buck that, but I don't think Timothy
I think he's
can.
going to drive into a wall on purpose.
No.
It happens. It happens. All right. As we reset the table earlier this morning, we did another round of Ask a Conspiracist. In case you missed it, it went like this. I should have put on like a tinfoil hat,
Ooh.
Yeah, because we got a visual component with the podcast broadcast, which we do live every day, and we pre-record these kind of segments and put it on the internet, youtube.com/pfegan, and of course, on our social media pages. So one of these times I will. So it's time for another edition where we break down the real news of what they're spoon feeding you and tell you what's really going on by reading in between the lines. It's time for another edition of Ask a Conspiracist. So with that said, Mari, what caught your attention in the news cycle this week?
Energy Secretary Chris Wright says the war with Iran will certainly end in the next few weeks, even as Iran has shut down the Strait of Hormuz, sending oil prices and gas prices climbing.
Oh, I know.
So expensive.
I know, and it's only getting more and more expensive. But no. This is not a prediction. It's a gas station psychology. See, here's the deal. You tell people the war might last years, gas hits like $6 and everybody panics. You tell them it will end in a few weeks, then suddenly the pain feels temporary.
Oh.
You're like, I'll just reach in my pocket for a couple weeks. I just got to suck it up for a couple weeks. Then they keep pushing back the goalposts.
Wow.
A couple weeks lasts forever, but as long as you say it's going to end soon, then you say in your mind, like, it's going to be okay. I'll just go ahead and fill up again today. And yeah, I'll eat ramen noodles on Saturday and Sunday, but I'll be back to cheap gas in no time.
Wow.
Yeah, it never happens that way. So, they basically notice the message. Prices will rise, but it'll all be worth it. Right. And this is not a war update, unfortunately. This is a customer service announcement for your gas pump. So the war might be complicated, but the messaging is simple. Don't look at the price sign. That's it. Just fill it up and just realize it's time to cut back on some of your subscriptions.
Ride a bicycle.
Yeah, ride a bicycle. Also, keep in mind that we are having a record heat wave where we're going to have 4 days of over 100-degree weathers in March. You know what I'm saying on this one? Obviously every Groundhog's Day, they pull out a groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, to see if we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. Yeah. What we need to do is pull out a Gila monster. And if the Gila monster bites us, then we're going to have 3 more months of summer.
Which he will.
Yeah.
Because they're nasty little creatures.
Yeah, that Gila monster's snapping this year for sure.
Yes.
All right, what's something else that caught your attention in the news cycle?
FCC Chairman Brendan Carr warned broadcasters they could lose their licenses if they air misleading coverage about the Iran conflict, though legal experts say the FCC hasn't revoked a license in decades. So what is it?
Yeah, stop playing with fire, because they're like, oh, yeah, bet. This is a new administration. This hasn't been the previous decade's administration, that's for sure. But no. Nobody actually expects licenses to be revoked. That's the good news. But the bad news is the point isn't reinforcement or enforcement. It's atmosphere. Here's the thing. You float the idea publicly, and suddenly every newsroom pauses before hitting publish, right? Say, hey, we might take away your license. And then before that, publishers hit publish on that news site or that article. Editors double check wording. Producers start asking, do we want this fight?
Do you do that? You're under the FCC, right?
Yeah, but I'm not necessarily, I'm news. I'm not news. I'm entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If I was trying to be like CNN or Fox and report on the news like that, yeah, it would be a thing for sure. Because the FCC knows you don't have to pull licenses if you can get people to self-edit first.
Whoa.
Yes, and they're wielding their power to make these organizations self-edit and pick their battles. Yeah, you don't need censorship if you can install hesitation. Think about that. I know.
Dude.
I know. It's mental warfare. Luckily, I read The Art of War. I know what's going on, and I read between the lines. All right, let's not talk politics here. Give me another story in news.
All right. Well, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it has been paused because of drama. Yes, there are tensions between star Taylor Frankie Paul and Dakota Mortensen. It spilled over, and yep, they're paused. That's a big deal.
Yeah. So the reality shows don't stop filming because of drama.
Yes, they do.
Drama is the entire business model. The only time cameras stop is when drama is so chaotic that the producers need to figure out how to turn this into a 3-episode arc instead of 1.
Oh.
Yeah, reality TV doesn't pause when things get messy. It pauses when the mess needs better lighting. So reality TV doesn't stop for drama. It stops to write the trailer, and that's what they're doing. Now, when it comes to this woman in particular, she abused her baby daddy. This woman happens to be the next Bachelorette. Legitimately, she's going to be on ABC's The Bachelorette as well.
So they split up after she abused him?
Yeah, she had a kid with this guy. She beat him up. And then they're like, you're America's top Bachelorette. And honestly, in 2026, it fits.
I was going to say, you'd sign up.
Well, yeah, because I know that she's a rock star in bed, not from personal experience, just knowing how mental she is. It's like, yeah, that's Bachelorette material for sure. And they want better ratings than Bachelorette. And so to get a Bachelorette that's going to bang half the cast guaranteed is definitely going to bring eyeballs to the product. So that's the real lives of Secret Mormon Wives or whatever the nonsense is. But yeah, that's what's really going on. So when wars get timelines, broadcasters get warnings, and reality shows get too dramatic, maybe the story isn't the event, it's just how it's packaged. And if you don't believe me, well, actually, you should believe me. Don't believe everything you read between the lines. And if you can't do that, ask a conspiracist. Hold on, chat is weird right now, and I gotta do this. First, the vegan anthem wants me to change my name, and I was like, "That's my name, so I can't change it." And he's like, "Well, my name's the N-word." I'm like, "Well, change your channel to that name then. See how it goes on the algorithm." And then Arnaldo defended me, but insulted me at the same time, where he's like rage baiting a podcast with less than 20 viewers. Come on, vegan M, do better. I'm like, thanks. Come on. So it's like I appreciate the support, and at the same time the insult. At the same time, it's pretty funny. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's cool. Fight along in the chat there, and welcome the vegan anthem to the Beef Vegan channel. I am Beef Vegan, and I have a daughter named Veal Vegan. That should offend you even more so, right? I did send an invite to Robert from Late to the Party. Maybe he'll react to these trailers with us because Dune 3 just dropped a trailer. And in Spider-Man, A Brand New Day just dropped a series of teaser trailers you have to piece together. This is how they're doing it. They promised us a brand new trailer today, and then they gave us 4 little snippets, and they're like, you'd figure it out. And they're like, fuck, man, you're making us do all this work. Just release the movie already. Yeah, but that's happening here in a little bit. Maybe he'll jump on. Okay, so Robert is coming, so we're going to check this out here in a little bit, and I do want to play a game to give out these tickets for Pussifer as well, so if you're trying to win those tickets, then we could do that. Let's see what the vegan anthem says. Do you think you would have taken kindly to it? Racism wants a new word. Oh, so I guess, eating beef is as bad as saying the N-word, I guess. Actually, let me show you this. I don't have the pictures of it, but there have been new studies reports showing plants breathing and actually like having lungs. So even plants are living creatures, right? Now we've known that plants kind of are living things because they could communicate with each other and they serve its purpose, but everything in its life in this world is an organism of life, even viruses. Right. But when they really investigated and dug deeper and with their, scopes and everything, they found and actually captured footage of plants actually breathing in and out like our lungs. So your salad is no different in some ways. I mean, honestly, you could look it up yourself. I would have it pulled up, but I didn't think I'd get into a vegan debate today. I thought we were going to react to some movie trailers and talk conspiracies, but that's legit. How do you feel about that, Maury? I believe it. I know that you love all things living. So you're going to cry the next time you get lettuce on a burger and you cry for the lettuce and not for the cow. It's possible. It's a thing, So I eat death-free, by the way, just for the record. I do eat death free. A couple days a week. There's, I do choose to. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Got an interesting fight for no reason on the Instagram or on our YouTube page with a vegan channel, which is great. It happens every now and then because obviously the name, definitely confuses some, and they kind of get on, and sometimes they get offended when they find out that I'm not actually vegan. But I will tell you this, because we support Death Free Foodie and the Vegan Night Market and all these great vegan restaurants and, chefs that are in town. I do eat death free numerous times, every week. I'll definitely go. And I'm not the type of person that feels like I need to eat meat as a meal to sustain. I know the difference. I know where I get my nourishment in other places. Sometimes I feel like eating, something that was murdered in cold blood because it tastes delicious. And sometimes I don't, and that is, moderation, my friends. It's all about moderation.
What is death free? Does that mean you eat it?
Yeah, death free is basically
breathing?
vegan. Yeah, just straight up death free. That's why the death free foodie. So if you're not eating anything that, now look, I think vegetarian is the way to go because I like dairy. I like cheese, basically. And eggs, I think, are a gift from the heavens.
From above.
Yes. And so for that, I think those are two, not cruel ways of eating a protein or animal source. And I think it's all kind of tied together and it's important. But, I just think in moderation, it's good. It's good not to eat steak every day. And there's people out there I like to eat steak every day, but it's like your arteries are going to be like, hold on, bro. Maybe you should take a day off.
Yeah.
All right. So I know I got Robert from Late to the Party. He's going to be joining us here in a second because we're going to react to the trailers from both Dune 3 and we're going to piece together the new Spider-Man, Brand New World, which I believe is the name of the new Spider-Man. A Brand New Day, I'm sorry. Here momentarily because they just released 4 little teaser clips that you'll see on the podcast broadcast. But I did promise you Pussifer tickets, and I do want to give them away, and I want to play a game. So 600 KFMA, 605-362. Callers number 6 and 9 right now. We're going to do just a one-off of the last word. All right, so whoever can get the last word, we'll get those tickets for Pussifer. Pussifer is happening this Saturday. At the Arizona Federal Theater. So it's a little road trip up to Phoenix, but you and a friend can go see Pussifer for free if your caller's number 6 or 9 right now and you win the last word. So I want to see if this is the good time to try to shoehorn in a game. I might skip it if we don't get someone calling in within the next 15 seconds, I'll be honest with you. Okay. Yeah. And I'll just wait it out. See you fight. Let's see. Join me, do not go the other way. No other moral way. Okay, vegan anthem. All right, let's see who our contestants are real quick. Rock 1 2.1, what's your name?
My name's Liam.
Liam. All right, Liam, you're going to be a contestant. Let's see who you're playing against in the last word. Rock 1 2.1, what's your name?
Dave.
Dave? All right, it's Dave versus Liam in one round of the last word. Whoever gets the last word will win those tickets for Pussifer. As you know, this is our verbal hot potato game. I'm going to give you a category. We'll start with one caller to give an answer, and another person gives an answer back. He go back and forth giving acceptable answers to the category. Whoever gets the last word will get those tickets for Pussifer, okay? Dave, roll up your windows too, okay?
Yeah, they're up.
Okay. All right. Well, get out of the wind tunnel. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. We'll begin with Liam when I finish saying this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. Name something people like big. Go.
Cars.
Cars. All right. Dave. Butts. All right. Liam. He likes big butts. Money, big money. All right, Dave. Boobs, yes. All right, Liam.
I like Dave.
Liam. Oh, his hesitation to say penis lost him the tickets. That's what it was. He didn't want to say that. He did not want to say that. And it stumped him because he couldn't think of anything else. And then Dave came in and stole those tickets. Am I wrong, Liam?
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Thanks for playing. As soon as I called him out on that, he's like, I'm hanging up right now. All right, Dave, you just got those tickets for Puss First. Stay on the line. I'm going to hook you up with those. For the rest of you, we'll be back with Beef Tip. We're reacting to these trailers with Robert from Late to the Party on the podcast broadcast and be back to wrap things up right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right. I'm going to get Dave's info real quick, pull Robert up, but play this little clip in the meantime, in between time. So check this out. Oh. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back. Beefy and Presents. Time to get you caught up in the world of music news. A lot of things happening in the music industry. First and foremost, big congratulations to the vinyl industry. Vinyl industry, the first time that they've recorded over $1 billion in sales.
Really?
In 1 year since 1983.
Wow.
Yes, and of course that was the last year before like cassettes started taking over in popularity, and then there was a CD boom, and now with all that said and done, we went to a digital wave, and artists and consumers wanted something more analog, and they started gravitating towards vinyls. And I'll tell you what, my daughter's into vinyls right now, so we bought a lot of those, and I bought a vinyl player. And going back to the record store and shopping through records and checking out the art and all that is such an experience, so fun. It's so tangible, and it's such a part of the entirety that like there was a generation just missing out on this by just getting music streamed to them.
And the whole album.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Not
yeah.
just like one song here, one song there.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, the 8 variants of Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl were a large part of that. So, unfortunately, take the good news with the bad.
It's okay. It's a start.
Yeah. It's like, they finally sold $1 billion in records. So that means everyone's buying records? No, just Swifties. They bought $1 billion. All right, that's so funny that I was able to. I had that clip of me just. I'm bringing up Robert right now. Welcome, Robert, to the podcast broadcast. What's going on, Robert?
How's it going, guys? It's been a minute. Miss you.
I know.
It has been a minute. It was so funny too because earlier this morning while I was pre-recording bits, I had that piece of paper that just said "Beef Vegan," and for whatever reason, I just wanted to put it up to the screen. And then just pull back and smile. I didn't even realize it would be the perfect troll thing to do, considering the comments that we've been having with the vegan anthem. Like, I knew there was a reason behind it, right? And it happened. All right, so let's get into this. This is a big day for movie trailer releases for some reason, though. Why is that?
I mean, typically they just, want to capitalize on everybody paying attention to the entertainment world because of the Oscars. So Denis Villeneuve, I mean, he's a heavy hitter when it comes to directing. And of course, Timothy, we all know, is, at the top of the food chain right now. So it makes sense to drop Dune Part 3. I just found out that Denis was coming back to direct 3. I thought he was going to go do James Bond and other stuff, but apparently he's back for 3.
They backed up the bank truck for sure. The money
they had to.
They had to.
I mean, the dude needed to take some time, so I'm kind of worried if he, sped things up a little bit to get that third movie out because it too wasn't very long ago.
Right. Now, Robert, he has Late to the Channel or Late to the Party is his channel on YouTube. They do all types of fantastic reactions and all this stuff. Have you seen this trailer yet?
Not at all. So this is going to be my first reaction with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal. And so with Timothy Chalamet, this should hopefully be the movie that kind of gets the public in his corner again. Yeah. Or at least I know this is like a blockbuster. It's not necessarily an Academy movie, but it's so good. If anything, the timing of this release was to pick him back up. Be like, hey, don't worry, you're still the man. People still love Chalamet, and here's the prime example of that. Let's check it out here.
If we have a girl, what will we name her? Her name should be Ganima. She would need to be strong, like her mother. What if it's a boy?
I would name him Leto. So he would have the wisdom of his grandfather.
Right off the bat, it's already epic. And watching this just reminds me, and with the trailer release of Spider-Man as well, Tom Holland, Timothy Chalamet, and Zendaya are young Hollywood. They're the entirety of Hollywood, young Hollywood. Am I wrong? I mean, who am I missing in that? Like, they're the holy trinity of young Hollywood.
Young Hollywood is going to be what ends up saving cinema, I think. I know they were kidding. They were probably kidding about Mr. Beast hosting the Oscars. Honestly, that's what probably should happen, especially since it's moving to YouTube. Bring in Mr. Beast. You got all the young stars. I mean, it is kind of the way to get everyone into the theaters again, because they are showing up for those movies with those stars that they do want to support.
Right, yeah. And if you look at the rest of old Hollywood, they're old. I mean, DiCaprio's over 50, right? Brad Pitt. I mean, we're all senior citizens. We got to let go and just look at what our future is right now, or our present, I should say. All right, let's continue this.
War feeds on itself. The more I fight, the more our enemies fight back. I'm doing the best I can to protect my family. How did Father do it?
Your father never started a war.
Yeah, what'd you say?
And that's why he's dead.
Yeah.
He didn't make it out. So they came in and they took over.
Yeah. Let's see. Just a little bit more of this here. Rodney Momoa.
I'm not afraid to die.
All
I must not die. Yet.
Damn. Before I even get that last epic thing, yeah, you're talking about movies that will get people back into theaters. You know, there's a blockbuster right there, right? Even the trailer itself seems just epic beyond control. What was the runtime of Dune 2 again? Do you remember?
Jeez, man, I have no idea. Long.
Right?
Long, exactly. So I'm just like thinking when you're like put the three of these movies together, you know,
2:46, 2 hours and 46 minutes with the
it went by
commercials and
fast.
everything over 3:10, 3:15.
It was crazy how fast it went though in the theaters. When I saw it, I was like, how was it this long? Because it's just so much action, but like smart action. It's not just like, and it's beautiful. You like don't see anything like it. You know?
No, I know. And you know, I mean, I was I was razzing Herb because Herb loves the Dune property with the books and everything, even the original movie. Of course, the original movie now is looked back and loved, but it was lauded, you know, like it was criticized big time when it was released and looked at as a failure. So they had to wait 3 decades for that stink to wear off, to revisit the IP and then do it right. And they're doing it right in a way that's just massive. Looks like the cast is amazing too.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson though. That's interesting because you know Austin Butler was one of the bad guys in the last movie. Now, I still like
where I didn't even see Patterson in there. Patterson was in there.
Yeah, Twilight.
No, I'm talking about Dune right now.
Yeah, he's in that.
Robert, was he in there?
Okay, so see, I'm looking at like the
Edward Cullen, the Twilight vampire.
Yeah, it says he's in there, Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
Oh wow, Pattinson. We're back here on 2.1 Cafe with Robert from Late to the Party. Damn, you have an eagle eye because Robert didn't even pick that up. I didn't see Robert Pattinson in this trailer for Dune 3 that was just released.
Because they transform people in this movie too. Like it's just such a unique, like obscure world. Like he has his head shaved. He's super pale again, so he must be with the opposing.
Well, pale
people.
is his thing.
No, but this one, like, I mean, think about like the last movie with Austin Butler. Like they like glowed, but not like Twilight glowed. Like translucent glowed.
Yeah, Dune 3 basically has the A-list cast, like of Hollywood now, all the way through. Jason Momoa, who's the girl who's in Queen's Gambit?
Anna McKendrick, Taylor-Joy.
Anna Taylor-Joy, yeah, she's beautiful. Even this girl, who again, you would know her name right off the bat because she's
Florence Pugh.
Yeah, Florence Pugh. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody in this movie. And I'm still
even if you die in Dune, you come back because Duncan Idaho is there, bringing Jason Momoa back once again. But yeah, I'm very surprised that that they did get Denis coming back. Like you said, they had to back up that money truck to get him to put out this movie because funny enough, nobody really knows this. I was working at AMC theaters up until like a couple weeks ago. I was bartending for 2 years because I wanted to just get back into the theater. I worked there when I was younger, and I've never been a bartender before. So I was there for both Dune and Dune Part 2. The buckets, huge. The drinks sold like crazy. I would say everything was flying off the shelves way faster for Dune than it did for Avatar. And so I do think that there is a huge desire to see how this story is going to go. I know the story does get pretty crazy book-wise, especially when you get to Messiah, which is what I guess this is covering. So I'm hoping it'll hold people, but it does feel like the movie-going audience is kind of tired of movies dragging on for too long. So we'll see
that's
if
what
they
happened to
do show
Avatar.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll continue more on the podcast broadcast. That's all the time we have on the FM side. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Oops, sorry. Yeah, you're right about that because with Avatar, they bailed, right? Even though people that technically showed up, but James Cameron went from saying, I'm going to make 5 of these things to maybe I'll do a 4th. And then recently just said he'd do that. But with Avatar, it's different because, like the IP is James Cameron writing it. Dune, of course, it's all books. And it just seems like they're like, I'll tell you the truth. Honestly, watching that trailer makes me want to rewatch Dune 1, Dune 2, and amped for the 3rd one. And that's what you're supposed to do with these trailers, right? It looks epic. If it's even half as epic as the trailer would allude to, then this might be the best one of the series.
I love when they utilize certain music beats to the trailers as well to kind of get you in the rhythm of the action. And Dune has done a pretty good job. I know they used, I think, Pink Floyd in the very first Dune trailer that they did. They used Pink Floyd, and it was incredibly done. So here, having that music just beat with the chant, it's building up to something. But from the trailer, it kind of feels like I don't know, maybe at the end, just because of what happens with Paul and what happens with power and corruption, it kind of feels like he's going against Zendaya at the end. So I don't know, live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yep, tale as old as time. When is Dune 3 out? What did it say? I can actually probably tell you that. It says, in theaters, December 18th. Damn, we gotta wait.
Wow, we gotta wait.
Yeah,
that's plenty of time to watch the first 2.
Big Christmas release. That's still a big deal. Yeah, massive. Okay, so here's the picture, the still of the cast here. And so this is the Robert Pattinson right here.
Yes.
In the middle. And honestly, the fact that you could spot that out was impressive because it doesn't look like him at all.
Well, him and Zendaya are just in a movie right now too that they're like promoting, right?
Right.
Best husband and wife or something.
It's from, I think it's A24. It's some weird wedding thing. We got like the press invitation. They were treating it like a wedding to go to the screening and stuff. And I'm really interested in that one because they're not really giving us a whole lot. Imagine that. You don't give a whole lot. People are interested in what's going on. Right. I saw that character walking around in the trailer, and I thought it was Paul Bettany. It kind of looked like Paul Bettany from what is it, the Da Vinci Code or whatever.
Yeah, and Vision.
Vision.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Yeah,
it was like Vision-esque.
But I don't know if that was Pattinson or if that's a completely different character. I don't know. I know nothing, so that's what's
No, I think
exciting
you're
about
you're
it.
spot on. He had the short blonde buzz cut, and he just looked
Yeah.
really pasty.
Yeah.
But Florence looks very interesting in this photo. Like, why?
Well,
are
she's
they
dead.
just-
She dead. No, maybe she's not dead.
Well, and then that's
She's a
Anya.
witch,
Anya in
right?
the middle, right?
Yeah.
Anya's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All
looking like
bloody
she
and
just
fighting.
survived a cage fight in SummerSlam.
Yeah,
On
they
the
go
floor of
through
the
some
White House.
Yeah, so that's that. And then did you see, were you keeping an eye on the release of Spider-Man as well? Because
Nothing. I haven't seen anything, man.
so-
Vanessa hasn't been here for a minute. She's taking care of her mom. So I'm like disconnected from everything on my own.
Oh no! See, this is what happens when you're left on your own. Here,
I know.
they've only released apparently little snippets. Here's a 9-second part of a trailer for Spider-Man. Look at this.
Life cycles. Rebirth.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. That is
Well, I don't know.
rude.
You know, he's on his own now. Nobody remembers who he is, right? Because like they did that whole thing, the wizard
Yeah.
thing.
The
Yes.
I just watched every single movie recently.
Good.
So
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
really up to date, dialed
Yeah.
in. But like, so you can see that he's still doing his thing. But like, I wonder, like, will like Zendaya like find out who he is finally again? Like, he visited her at the end.
Mhm.
And I did hear like she's in the movie as well, but it is interesting because you would go through all that trouble to kind of separate it from the MCU if you wanted. But we're actually getting John Barenthal in this as well, which is the Punisher. And Vanessa and I, even though she comes back, so we film. And yesterday we filmed a bunch of episodes for the upcoming Daredevil season 2 for Born Again. And by watching that, like, there's a lot going on when it comes to New York in that show, and they really could tie that into Spider-Man and make it feel so connected. So it would make sense to tie it back into the MCU, but the whole Zendaya thing, like, I mean, I think we should move on to Gwen Stacy or somebody else.
Right, exactly, and
Oh.
that's what I felt like. It was a clean break of like MJ and going into Gwen Stacy or one of Peter's like other romantic interests. So yeah, I don't think, because it would just seem redundant at that point, and he's just like doing it all over
Oh,
again.
it's so
Like
heartbreaking
why?
though. They really like work on that relationship though. You're invested in them
Well,
by the end.
in real life, they may or may not be married, so you have that as your conclusion. I mean, Zendaya was recently asked this, I think, on Jimmy Kimmel. She wouldn't answer the question, but the public opinion from sources is saying that they've been shacked up.
Oh,
They did
they're
a secret
amazing.
wedding.
They're such a sweet
Yeah,
couple.
yeah, it's good, but just
Okay,
just
so who would your ideal Gwen Stacy be then?
well, it won't be who was
Emma.
it, Sydney Sweeney or like who was it? Sydney Sweeney who attempted to be Gwen Stacy in this last? No,
We had Emma Stone, right?
Madam Web.
Yeah, she was in Madam Web, and honestly, it would make sense for them to just cast whoever. If they wanted her to come back as a character, they could bring her back maybe as Black Cat, which would, I think, be more upper alley because of the sultriness, I think, exudes a little bit more from her. But it could be anybody. There's rumors that, what's her name, Max from Stranger Things is supposed to be in it as well. Who
She
would
turned out to be a
play-
beautiful woman. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, she was like, you got like that shot of her outside the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
set,
she's
right?
gorgeous. Absolutely.
She's such a sweetie.
Yeah.
Sadie Sink. So,
Yeah,
but
Sadie.
there's rumors that if they are doing, keeping with kind of the multiverse connectivity, there's rumors out there that she could actually be Peter Parker's daughter, but Peter Parker's daughter from elsewhere. So
Like the baby?
No,
like the baby,
multi-generation.
you
Yeah,
remember the baby? You remember the baby that was in Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes,
That
he's
it would
carrying
be
around.
her. And instead of having Gwen Stacy come over and do the thing like in Into the Spider-Verse, it's actually the daughter of Peter Parker coming over, and they can get into the Spider-Verse type deal. Miles Morales can come in. You could really have a very fruitful Spider-Man universe for Sony that doesn't even need the MCU. Instead of just saying we're taking a villain and we're going to throw a movie up just specifically for that villain. No, you have so many different stories that you can have Spider-Man weave. But they seem to be so short-sighted with just focusing on a villain versus, the entire multiverse of just Spider-Man itself. So
Yes.
hopefully that's where they're going, but we'll have to wait and see for a brand new day.
And we're gonna get another Spider into the Spider-Verse, right? A Miles Morales one.
Oh
They
yeah.
just
Allegedly.
officially.
It's been pushed back like
No,
crazy.
because they literally said that a while ago and it got pushed back.
It did.
And so now I think it's for sure though. Is it this year though, or is that coming out?
They're pushing it back. They keep pushing it back.
Like
that one ended.
it was. I think it was like supposed to be this year or last year. Then it was this year, and then they just keep moving it. But animation takes time, and if they do need to take their time to create, by all means, take your time. Lord and Miller are very busy guys, and we know they like to do things their way. And Warner Brothers, with the transition that's going to be coming down the way, who knows what is up when it comes to. Actually, no, not Warner Brothers, Sony. So Sony is fine, but when it comes to the shakeups and the studios, you just never know who's going to work with who, and they could change it on a dime if they wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love catching up with you, Robert. It's been too long. We got to do this again. I love your setup too. Every time I check in with you, you tweak it out even more. Those LED uplights in the background and stuff, just amazing, dude.
It is trial and error. It takes time. Everybody, this was not overnight. This took 10 years. We've been doing this piece by piece. We add to the collection and build up. So I appreciate that. But it's Beef and Marnie, it's great to see you. Like we would love to have you on the channel doing
absolutely.
a movie reaction sometime soon as well. I already have some
You let
stuff
me
in
know.
mind, so.
Well, and I'll tell you what, is Vanessa back this week? Is she not?
She, whenever, like today, she'll probably come over. If they drop the Spider-Man full trailer, like there's certain situations where we're on
over,
call. And so if the trailer drops, she'll find a way to make it over here and we'll film that. Like I said, we did a bunch of Daredevil season 2 yesterday. I got to start editing that now. But it honestly, we'll make it work no matter what.
All right. Well, if you want to pop on or come in Friday with us and Herb this Friday,
A long show.
let me know.
I'll be there.
It'll be an 8 to 10, right? Or 8:30
Yeah,
to 10.
yeah, he's coming in early because so we're gonna have like a super show. So we have a lot of movies to cover. Of course, some more trailers will probably come out that we can react to and kind of go down the rabbit hole on and stuff like that. So that will be this Friday's show. So we'll definitely have you on then as well too. Awesome. All right. Well, I'll see you Friday. Thanks for coming on. For everyone else, we got to get back to the other behind the scenes work, right? But thank you guys for watching, even the angry vegan who joined our chat. And don't forget to subscribe so you can send angry messages each and every day. We'll be back tomorrow morning, same time. Enjoy the rest of your day.